Since 2021, I've put over $500,000 directly into my pocket thanks to an online business that I built organically. In this video, we're gonna cover what to sell in your online business, how to get traffic to your offer, how to convert that traffic into sales, and how to automate 80 to 90% of the work so that you can avoid hiring a large team, so stick around. Now let's begin by figuring out what you should sell in your online business, because you do have to sell something. If you're not selling anything, you don't have an online business. And yes, I know there are creators on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram who make their money solely off of views from AdSense, from the Creator Fund, from brand deals, right? All those different things, but I'm not one of them. I've got 9,000 subscribers on this channel at the time that I make this video, and I haven't gotten a brand deal since 2022. But that hasn't stopped me from making money. Why? Because I sell something. And that's the secret to making money with a small channel. You're gonna use your views to get traffic to your offers and the things that you sell. So, what do we sell? Now, there are 3 things that we can sell. Number 1 is affiliate products. Now, affiliate products are the easiest thing to start with because they don't require any fulfillment or customer service or anything like that. Having an online business as an affiliate basically involves creating content to get views, and then you're sending traffic and clicks to somebody else's business. However, all affiliate programs are not created equal. Now, here are the broad categories of things that you can sell as an affiliate. My favorite of them is software, or any type of software product that you can interact with on a regular basis. They typically have an affiliate program that's gonna pay between 30 and 40, or sometimes 50% commissions on a recurring basis. And that's why I love software affiliate programs. All you have to do is sell somebody once, and then as long as they pay their bill on their subscription, you're gonna earn commissions every single month. This is how people build up the passive income that you hear about on the internet. It's because they sell recurring affiliate commissions that will compound over time. And there's a really cool way to sell software as an affiliate. I'll show you later on here in the video. But the next category of affiliate products that I like to sell, because it's really easy and it doesn't really require a whole lot of promotion, is Amazon products. Amazon has one of the biggest affiliate programs in the world, and they made it really easy back in 2022 when they started the Amazon Influencer Program. I actually have a complete guide. I'm gonna put a card right up here in the corner. You can go watch that video. It's a deep dive on the Amazon Influencer Program. I believe it is the best place for someone to start if they're absolutely at zero. Reason being, it doesn't cost anything to create content, and all of the things that you're gonna review and all the things that you're gonna promote, you probably have lying around your house already. It's a perfect place to start. The next category of affiliate products would be independent brands. So what I mean by that is if you take a scroll through your Instagram Discover feed, you're gonna see a lot of beauty brands, a lot of health brands, a lot of lifestyle brands that have products that they're promoting on Instagram. What most people don't know is that those brands also have affiliate programs that you can go ahead and make content around their products and sell their products for a commission. You're typically gonna get a much higher commission with an independent brand than you would from Amazon, but it's also gonna be on you to promote on social media, to promote through content to make your own sales. Amazon has a lot of traffic by itself, which is why they don't pay a whole lot in terms of commission. And then finally, courses. Now for me, being an affiliate for courses is kind of on the downtrend because that was really big 2020, 2021. I like to use courses as a free lead magnet, but I can't discount the fact that you can become an affiliate for courses and still earn a 40 or 50% commission. I just prefer creating my own courses than promoting somebody else's. But again, this is a very viable category of products to sell as an affiliate. That's because the next category of things you can sell with an online business are digital products that you own. Digital products differ from affiliate products because you're creating them yourself. And here are some categories of digital products that you can create and digital products that you can sell. So we're gonna start with low ticket PDFs. This is a really hot segment right now. In fact, I have a free training on how to sell just these, linked down in the description of the video if you wanna go grab it. But basically, a low ticket PDF is something you can create usually with AI, and you can sell it for anywhere between $2 to $10. These are a really low barrier to entry, and I like to use these really not as a means to make some real money, but you can use them as a lead magnet or as a way to make some quick cash and recover some of your ad spend. We can talk about self-liquidating offers in a completely other video, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. The next tier of digital products is gonna be courses and coaching. So again, I don't like necessarily affiliate for courses because I like to create my own and then attach some sort of coaching element to it. So you're gonna have basically a course is kind of the path that you want somebody to follow, and then the coaching is gonna be weekly or monthly calls to help keep people on track from what they learn in the curriculum. So these are things that are create, they don't have a whole lot of deliverables, they can be really high margin type products. And then finally, you can just run a community. Alex Hormozy made this popular with the school games, is basically you're paying to get access to a community to learn a skill. I put it kind of on the same as courses and coaching because that's what goes into a community, but I've seen that sometimes you can just run the community itself without a dedicated course and without organized calls. I just kind of put it there in its own category, but again, these two are very, very close. Now, the thing I like about selling digital products is number one, they're very high margin. Once you create them once, you can sell them over and over and over again, and you also own them. So if you build up a business as an affiliate for a particular product, all it takes is that company removing you from their affiliate program and your income will go to zero. Instead, if you create your own digital products, you can't be removed from your own program. So you own this and you get a little bit more of control, and you can make just as much, if not more money selling digital products. It just sometimes takes a little bit longer because you have to build up your own brand. But the highest paying category of things that you can sell in your online business are digital services. Now, I like digital services because if you are looking to replace your income fast, or you're looking to leave your 9-to-5 as fast as possible, it might be possible offering a service because you're looking for multi-$1,000 clients. You can get those big pops of cash. Now, they might not be as consistent as monthly recurring, but you're gonna make bigger pops of cash all at once. So if you sell 2 clients a month at $5,000 a piece for digital services, it'll get you to $10,000 a month faster than if you were trying to add up 50 $100 a month recurring commissions. Granted, you'd have to find 2 new customers every single month versus just maintaining that $50, $100. It's a different beast, but these are really good to help you make money in bigger increments and bigger chunks all at once. I'm trying to remain compliant here. So I'm not saying you're gonna get rich quick, but if you're doing a digital service, these big pops are really, really nice. And here are some examples of digital services that you can provide. Now, I hate that I have to say it, but in order to provide a digital service and get multi-$1,000 clients, it's gonna require you to learn some skills before you can advertise those skills and promise those results. So take this with a grain of salt. I've seen people offer media buying services for small businesses, which basically means you're running all of their paid ads for them. You're buying spots on Facebook, you're buying spots on Instagram to run their ads and make their ads profitable. People will pay $5,000 to $10,000 a month for media buying services, but you have to know how to run Facebook and Instagram ads. If you know that skill, great, you can charge it as a digital service. You can also do systems integration. Systems integration is basically the process of taking manual processes with businesses and automating them or adding AI into the mix. So for instance, if you have an online coach who has their ClickFunnels account comes in, somebody makes the sale, and then all of a sudden they're taking that sale, that customer data, manually typing it into an onboarding system, manually sending out a Google Doc, and then trying to record it over in some other software to record the sale. As a systems integrator, you can basically take all of those software, figure out there's a ton of no-code platforms out there, and you can bring and tie all those systems together to make their business more efficient. This is more project-based work, so you might get paid $5,000 or $6,000 for a systems integration. That's typically a one-time off. But this is another type of digital service that people do if you're used to working with no code and you're getting good at AI. The third type of service, and this is actually what I offer, as a software implementation. So this pairs really well with affiliate sales because if you're an affiliate for a product, for instance, I'm an affiliate for HighLevel. I'm a HighLevel expert. I can work inside of it very comfortably. But some of the people that come on to HighLevel, they've got more money than they have time. And they need somebody to set it all up and get them up and running. Now, what I did was I actually offered to implement and set up people's HighLevel agencies for $5,000. If somebody comes in and they have more money than they do time, they can pay me to get their HighLevel set up and ready to go out of the box without having to really learn the ins and outs of the platform. So this pairs really well with affiliate because you're gonna get the affiliate sale, and then once the person comes on and starts trying to implement it, they can then come back to you for a higher ticket service. Now, like systems integration, this is more of a project base, so you're gonna get these one-off pops. You're not really gonna get reoccurring unless you wanna offer some sort of a maintenance plan or kind of become their back-end on-call, like extra level of support. But again, services paired with affiliates, especially on the software, is a recipe for success. So my recommendation for somebody starting out for an online business, I would look to find a software that you can become an affiliate for and also offer a digital service related to that software. because that way you can create two offers that you can stack on top of each other, and all of your content can sell both offers. So you wouldn't want to necessarily become an affiliate for the Home Depot and then all of a sudden do digital media buying, because those two have nothing to do with each other. It's going to split your focus and it's going to split your efforts. Rather than if you had software and implementation, those two you could stack on top of each other. And I should add, if you are completely starting from zero and cash is tight, because some of these will require some expenses, you'll have to invest in a CRM, maybe get some software to track all your leads, I would start with the Amazon Influencer Program to get some of that cash going in relatively quickly. Now let's talk about how to get traffic. And before we do that, let's just define traffic as any clicks that you get onto your links from views on content you post. So whether that be a blog post, a YouTube video, a TikTok, an Instagram reel, whatever that is, somebody's going to view it, and the act of them clicking through onto your link is going to count as traffic. Because after all, you can't get traffic without people viewing something first. Something has to get them to click. They're just not magically going to show up on your site one day. They have to see something first. And typically there's two ways to get traffic. You either have content or you have ads. And most people can't afford to run ads when they're first starting out. And that leaves us with content. And what kind of content should we make? Well, in 2025, video content makes up 82% of all internet traffic. So if it were me and I was starting a new online business today, I would start getting comfortable on video content. Now, I can do an entire course on how to create video content. In fact, I did. It's going to be linked down here in the description. You can start it for free. It's my 90-day apprenticeship where I show you how to become a content creator and do all the stuff in this video. But for the purposes of this video, I would suggest that you start right here on YouTube. Now, for me, when I started back in 2019 and 2020 creating video content, I started on TikTok, but I actually migrated over to YouTube in 2024. The reason being is that TikTok really is unstable. There's a lot of changes as to what works. There's a lot of algorithm changes. Something that's working one month might not necessarily work the next month. And TikTok always seems to be under threat of getting banned. And I didn't really feel like building my presence and building my profile on an app that was always on the verge of getting banned. It was just way too stressful for me. I made the move over to YouTube and I've never looked back. YouTube is such a better platform for content creators. Not to mention, my traffic from YouTube converts almost 4 times more than traffic from TikTok, which means it doesn't require as many views to make the same amount of sales. And to show you what kind of videos to start creating, let's head over to the board. So now that we know we're going to be making videos, what type of videos should we make to get traffic to our offers? Now, I split my content into a couple of different buckets, and I'll show you why you'd make each bucket. Number one, the easiest type of content to make are reviews. So if you're an affiliate for software, if you're an affiliate for an independent brand, if you're an affiliate for Amazon, basically grab one of their products and give an honest review of the product. If it's a great product, say that. If it's not a good product, also say that. It'll help build your brand authenticity. With review videos, you're capturing people who are at the bottom of the funnel. These are people who know they have a problem, they know what the solution is, and they pretty much know the product they want to buy. They just want to know whether or not that product is worth it. They don't take a whole lot of convincing. An honest review saying what you like about the product and how it can be used generally leads to some quick sales. However, everyone knows that these are the highest converting videos and the easiest one to get sales on, so they are also some of the most competitive videos to rank for. The next type of video is the comparison video. This is where somebody understands they have a problem, they know what the solution is, but they're not sure what they want to buy yet. So these comparison videos would be something like, what's the best dehumidifier for my house? What's the best CRM for my small business? At this point, you're going to take a couple of competing products, pit them all against each other, and offer commentary on which one you think is best. My opinion, become an affiliate for every single product you make in the video, because you don't care what they buy. As long as they buy, you're going to get paid. And if it doesn't matter which one they buy and you're going to get paid, you can make an honest review. If you hate something, tell everyone else that you hate it, because that's going to make the review that much more honest. It's going to make it that much more genuine. And even if you hate it, they might like it. If they buy it, you're still going to get paid. So make comparison videos. And then inside of those comparison videos, if you want, link to reviews of each individual product. We're actually going to draw a picture down here on the bottom of the board. So you've got your review videos down here. Your comparison video is linking to each one. The third type of video that you can create is a tutorial video. Now, these videos are for people who have a problem and they're trying to find a solution. So for instance, if it's a small business owner going, I need more sales appointments, you're going to make a tutorial that says, how to get more sales appointments for your small business. So someone's gonna find that, they're actively looking for a solution, and then that video is gonna educate them on what they need to do to get the result. And if you're selling an offer that's either coaching or if you're an affiliate, you're gonna show them how the product that you promote is a pivotal part of that solution. Or you could be general and say, to get more sales appointments, you need a CRM. Here's a video on my favorite CRMs. So what you can do is you can take your tutorial video and then link it down to your comparison, and then your comparisons link down into your reviews. So they kind of get lost in your whole content ecosystem, and as they watch you more and more, they're more likely to buy from you. And speaking of buy from you, you can make a really nice living just making these 3 types of videos in a specific niche. So again, if you're a software affiliate, you can make all kinds of different software reviews, comparisons, and tutorials on how to use all that software. You can make a lot of money. But how people are going to get a lot of organic reach and get really big channels is they do the 4th type of video, and that is news commentary. News commentary is when they take news in a niche, they give their take on it, and really what this does is this builds up your channel, this builds up you as an authority in your niche, and kind of elevates you to thought leader status. So by doing a lot of news commentary, number one, you're gonna get pushed to a lot of people's screens because news typically travels fast, and if you're in that conversation, you're going to get served to people in that niche because you're talking about a big event. And then the commentary is also going to show your expertise, show your insights, and basically show the world that you know what you're talking about. So these ones here, really, if you want to get reach, news commentary generally gets a lot of reach, but doesn't necessarily make a lot of sales. What makes the sales are the reviews, the comparisons, and the tutorials. And then to show you how these videos make sales, let's look at what happens after the click. And now that we're getting views and clicks on our content, how are we going to turn those clicks and how are we going to turn that traffic into sales? Here's how we're going to do it. So we've got our types of videos, we're creating our content, people are watching it, they're getting that call to action to go click the link in the description or click the link in the bio. And where do we send them? We don't send them directly to the product because we would be missing out on a massive amount of sales. Instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna send them over to a lead magnet. Now, why are we going to use a lead magnet? Reason being is that most people don't buy on the first time that they see something. Think about yourself. When was the last time that you bought something on the first time that was ever exposed to you? Probably never. And if it was probably a long time ago. Let me know in the comments, when was the last time you bought something the first time you saw it? But if you're like most people, you didn't. So what we're doing is we're putting a lead magnet together so we can grab the person's email so we can market to them over and over again and take more shots on goal, so to speak. And our lead magnet is generally going to be something that is related back to the video that they are watching, or it's related to their niche. And my favorite type of lead magnet to create is a free course. The reason why I love a free course is because it promises a very specific result that you know that you can achieve, and all I have to give up is an email address in order to get it. It tips the value equation really far in the viewer's favor, and they convert really, really well. And then once inside the free course or inside the lead magnet, that's where we contain the links to the sales pages. Reason being is that we collect their email address up front, and the free course gives them some more context as to why they should buy the product, and then it does eventually link them over to the sales page. However, if you are doing a review or a comparison video, some people just want the link to the product. I'm not going to deprive them of that. So in the cases when I'm doing a specific review or I'm doing a comparison, I am going to go and include a link directly to a sales page from the video. Doesn't happen often, but that's the only instance when I would do it. If I was doing a tutorial or I was doing commentary, I would talk about my free course, showing them how to get a result, and go grab that for free, and then let the selling happen inside of the course. And even if I was doing a review or a comparison, my free course is gonna show them how to use the product I'm comparing or how to get the most out of the product that I'm reviewing. I'm still gonna tell them about the free course, even though I'm also giving them the direct sales link if they want it. And if we give away enough free courses, we're gonna build a pretty big list of emails. And once we have this big list of emails, we can promote whatever it is we want to that list because we own the list. We can actually promote coaching programs, or we can also promote related services to the products that we are selling. Writing and promoting to an email list is how some of the biggest affiliates and some of the biggest online creators that you see, when you see them talk about how they sold $10,000 in a weekend or how they sold $100,000 in a month, this is how they did it. They created content that built leads into a list, and then they emailed the list that they had already built. This is how people are able to win launch contests and make money really quick. Takes a while to build the list, but they can make the money fairly quick. And now that we have an idea of how this whole big picture works, let's talk about how we can automate some of these processes. Now, I was gonna jump into my computer and kind of show you how to do it, but I wasn't really a good way to visualize it, so I figured we could do it here on the board. So Let's clean this picture up here a little bit. So the first part I want to talk about is the actual lead generation side. In this simple diagram here, we've got YouTube videos for your longs, and we've also got Instagram as your short. But this also works with Facebook as well, but most people are going to post short videos on Instagram anyway. So on the YouTube side, we're going to create some sort of content, put a link in the description, and also put a link in the pinned comment of the YouTube video where people can click over to an opt-in page, which gives them then access after they put their email in into the free course, which is fairly standard. You can actually use a tool called meetemma.io to actually host the opt-in page and deliver the free course. This could be all 100% automated. Now, on the short video side of things through Instagram, rather than sending people to the link in bio, which obviously works, but people kind of have their walls up and they have sales resistance around it. So instead of what we're going to do, and you've probably seen this before, is you ask people to comment a certain word. Comment the word leads, comment the word e-com, comment the word whatever, right? You've probably seen this before. So what we can do is when somebody comments on a post, not only does that increase the engagement on a post, but what it also does is it can trigger an automated DM to go to that person that gathers their information, gets their name, gets their email address, and then also will give them access to the free course. So they basically do the same thing as an opt-in, but it's done conversationally. I have a really deep dive video on that. I'll actually put a card up here in the corner that you can actually show you how that whole thing works. I go over the whole script. But basically, I use my tool meetemma.io to do this as well. Emma will actually watch your Instagram comments. It will reply to the comments, send people a DM, and then get them access to the free course or whatever lead magnet you are using. Now, the next process that's going to happen after somebody opts in, because remember, people aren't going to buy your core offer the first time they see it. So what we have to do is we have to send a couple of emails over the first 4 days to help warm them up and then also present the offer multiple times. Now, here's how that works. Now, on the opt-in page, how that works here is people put in their information and then we also get the first email. The first email at the same time has to happen within seconds of the opt-in page, which contains their login information, as well as basically a welcome offer, explaining them who you are, who you help, what your main product is designed to help people with, and letting them know they can go in for the free course to get a first couple quick wins. That is email number 1. That happens day 1. After that, we're gonna send them a second email. This second email here is what I call the flywheel email. This is the email that no matter where somebody enters your ecosystem, whether that be Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, wherever, or your website, it's gonna tell them all the other places they can go and consume your content. So if you're watching this video here on YouTube and you wanna go and opt in, you're gonna get an email from me on the second day that says, hey, go follow me on TikTok, go follow me on Instagram. I post content there occasionally. And what this is meant to do is this is meant to spread your influence and kind of grow your other socials while you can focus on one. The next day, on day 3, we're gonna send them an email with linking to deep education on the problem that you solve. So for instance, if I were an affiliate for HighLevel, I'm gonna link to somebody on number 3, a deep dive on how to use HighLevel. So if I'm promoting it, I wanna tell people, hey, here's an hour-long video showing you exactly how you can win with HighLevel. That's gonna be in number 3, and of course, on that video contains an affiliate link. And then finally, on email number 4, assuming they still don't buy after 4 emails, we're gonna offer and talk about our bonus package. Especially if you're an affiliate, this is a must because there's a lot of affiliates all with the same link, and how do you stand out? Is you offer a unique bonus package with your affiliate link so that people go in, people buy it, they get something special that only you offer. And we're gonna talk about that in email number 4. And the best part about this entire process is that we can write it once and automate it using a tool called meetemma.io. You can program it, put it in, so all of this happens on autopilot after you build it once. And then once you get a lot of people into your free course, into your lead magnet to consume it, naturally the community that you build up over time is going to have questions. So from the free course, from the lead magnet, if you want, you can funnel everybody into a private community, much like school, where people can make posts, ask questions, you can go live, host coaching calls, whatever you want to do, kind of in your own private space. And inside the community, it's very common practice to gamify it to spur engagement. So for instance, you get something for free when you sign up, but there's also something extra that you get once you start engaging. And this is a good way to spur conversation, have people get in there posting. You just have to have something really, really cool that they have to engage to get. And you guessed it, meetemma.io can go ahead and do this as well. In fact, I show you how to do all of this during my 90-day digital apprenticeship. I'll leave a link down below. You can start it for free. It comes with a meetemma.io account and then 90 days of instruction showing you exactly how to get this whole thing set up. And then finally, the other function of your online business is going to be the email list that you amass over time, whether that be giving away lead magnets, whether that be people opting into a newsletter, into a free course, something like that. You're gonna have an email list, hopefully in the thousands. So now when you wanna launch a new product or promote a new product, all you have to do is send out an email broadcast once. You can write it, broadcast it, and that will link to another offer that could make you additional commissions. And again, meetemma.io can do this all for you, and it's automated in segmenting and tagging so that your emails go to the right people so more people will buy. And let's close this with common mistakes to avoid. These are mistakes that I see a lot of beginning content creators, a lot of beginning online business owners make. I've made all of them myself, so don't think it's just you. Number one, starting two businesses. A lot of people, when they get exposed to this world of social media, they get exposed to the world of content creation, they want to start a bunch of different businesses, a bunch of different brands, and all that does is it splits your focus and neither one is going to make money. When I first started out, my background was in sales and marketing from the car business, so I wanted to make a sales and marketing business channel, but I also love a lot of home DIY, home automation stuff, so I also wanted to create a DIY channel on the side as well. From like 2020 to 2022, I tried to do the two of them together. And I'll tell you what, the DIY channel never took off because all of my effort went into the business channel. And if I had kept trying to split my focus, neither one of these would have taken off. So in the beginning, when you make a channel, you start a business, only start one business and put all of your focus there. And that brings us to mistake number two, trying to amplify a scattered message. Now I know I did a couple videos back on how to repurpose your content everywhere, but I see a lot of beginners will try to get on every single platform all at the same time in the beginning when they're still trying to find their voice. And the problem with that is that, again, you're splitting your focus across a bunch of platforms. You're not really able to engage with everybody. And you're kind of in this kind of malaise of between platforms, between things. You haven't quite figured it out. And all you're doing is you're telling multiple people, you don't know what you're doing yet. So instead, focus on one platform with one business, with one offer, until you get your message dialed in and your message starts to convert on one platform. Once you hit that point, you can then start to diversify from other platforms. So again, video content on YouTube first, but then if you want to start going over to TikTok or going over to Instagram, going over to Facebook Reels, that's fine. Just make sure you have everything dialed in first. Number three, and this is probably my biggest mistake that I've made, is not hiring a video editor sooner. When I first started, I have a very much a DIY mindset. I still do. I want to learn how to do everything. I want to understand how everything works. What I thought was decent at video editing fairly early on. However, I had no idea how much better my videos could be if I just let somebody who only edits videos edit my videos. Back in 2021, one of my mentors told me, Dom, do yourself a favor. You're making some money now. Just go spend $100, hire an overseas editor, and see what comes back, which I did. I went to onlinejobs.ph and I found my video editor, Jeffrey, who actually edited this video. We've been doing business since 2021 ever since because he does a great job. Now, if you're a US-based creator, you can take advantage of currency conversion and hire somebody overseas and get top quality talent and pay top of market pricing. I didn't realize that until it was pointed out to me. And the amount of time that I've saved editing has allowed me to plan and create more video as well as run other aspects of my business. And because of the exchange rate, editing does not have to be a huge expense. You have to be making tons of money until you can afford. So as soon as you start making some money, the first hire that I think that you should make should be a video editor so that you can focus on building other aspects of the business or taking that time back so that you can create more content. It's gonna help you grow much faster. And speaking of doing other things, let's go into mistake number 4, and that is getting bored with your business. Now, I've gotten bored probably 3 or 4 times. No matter what you do, if you start to get good at something, you're gonna get bored with it. You're gonna go looking for the next thing, you're gonna go looking for the next level, and generally, whatever you built is going to suffer because your attention is now elsewhere. I've been fighting this demon for probably 2 years now, getting bored with my business, and I don't necessarily know the answer, but just know that it's going to come, and when you get there, you have to recognize that you're getting bored, and if you start seeing shiny objects, you start seeing other opportunities, but you're still having success with the thing that you're doing, just stick it out. I don't have any words of wisdom here. You're gonna get bored, you're gonna have to deal with it. If you know the answer to that, drop it in the comments, let me know what it is, because I haven't figured that out yet, but it is a mistake. that you will make. And finally, common mistake number 5 that I see all the time is not emailing your list regularly. In the beginning, I used to never email my list. I had an automated sequence that would go out when somebody first got on my list, and then they would just kind of sit there. And I would never actually email them on a regular basis. Everybody who has a big online business emails their list at least on a weekly basis, if not more. Your list is going to be the #1 asset that you own because your social accounts can get banned, your website can get taken down, but your email list you will always own forever. You can take it anywhere, take it to any platform, and spin up a business. As long as you have your list and people who like you, that's the thing that can never get taken away from you. And part of the reason why I never emailed my list in the beginning was because, again, I got bored. I didn't know what to send my list. And I found out that a good way to keep in contact with your list is to keep them updates on what's going on, or also sending a periodic newsletter, basically summarizing everything that's going in your space. This is gonna keep your name in front of your list so that they remember you, continue to watch your stuff. And with that said, you should now have an entire complete picture of what it takes to grow an online business. And if you want day by day, more step-by-step guidance, I actually have a 90-day digital apprenticeship. It's linked down in the description. You can start for free. It also includes weekly check-ins with me, and I can help you get unstuck when you face one of these problems. I'm also gonna put videos up here in the corners if you wanna continue watching me here on YouTube. Consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you in one of these videos.